Nestled in the heart of East Sussex, the enchanting town of Rye is like stepping into the pages of a fairy tale. With its cobbled streets, half-timbered medieval houses and an air of timeless charm, this historic gem invites you to wander through centuries of stories. From the iconic St Mary's Church, where you can climb the ancient tower for sweeping views, to the Mermaid Inn, a 15th century pub steeped in ghostly tales, Rye offers a blend of beauty, mystery and history. Join us as we explore this magical town, often hailed as one of England's most picturesque, and uncover the secrets that make Rye a must-visit destination. Good morning from Rye in East Sussex. This has become a little bit of an annual tradition for us now, to come and just wander Rye, have some lunch and stuff. Normally in winter, normally when it's freezing.
We've never been in summer.
We haven't.
I can guarantee it's probably stunning in summer. And
as you can probably tell by what we're wearing again, it is absolutely freezing today. It's all frosty. There's like a little bit of mist hovering above the ground. It looks very, very wintry. We had to scrape the car.
We did.
Before we come here.
But luckily it has heated seats, so I was happy with that one.
Yeah, but it's one of the best times for us to come and explore, I think. You know, if you get a nice, dry, frosty day, everything looks really pretty, and there's not huge crowds like there can be in the summer, but we have had to G ourselves up a little bit for exploring today, so we popped in to get a coffee, which is natural for us.
Duh.
We always come to the same place when we come to Rye, so we thought today we're going to try somewhere different. So we went into Jempson's Cafe.
Standard.
Now Jempson's is like a local supermarket chain, and they have a really nice bakery, and we normally end up buying something from there before we leave Rye. So we thought we'd go and try their little cafe. Nice Americano, which was welcome, especially to warm the hands if nothing else, because we were cold to start with. And then to be a little bit different, we actually had a toasted tea cake each, which made a nice change from a croissant.
It's very British of us.
It is very British of us, isn't it? But like you say, just look how peaceful it is here this morning, just walking through the churchyard. Josh wants to go and find Mermaid Street, which is like the iconic pretty street here before it gets too busy.
It's a stunning little street. Also, I would quite like to go into, is it the Mermaid Inn?
Yeah, maybe we could go in for a drink later. I don't know how busy it's going to get.
Not an alcoholic drink, because we're driving, but it'd be nice to pop in.
I mean,
there.
I don't think it's going to be like really busy here today.
I mean, I'd be surprised.
One, it's absolutely freezing, and two, it's like the first weekend after Christmas and New Year.
Everyone's a bit like, but we're out.
We're like, no, the adventure starts now.
Do this.
Just in this random gate, and noticed it says on it that this oak plank originally formed part of a 16th century prison door. That's weird. You just don't know what you're going to see walking around this town, do you? I've never noticed that before.
I've never noticed that. That's really cool.
Now this always intrigues us because this is a water tower and it's got the depth gauge running down the side of it as well, but that door has just got a grated like doorway in it, so the water would just fall out. So I'm assuming the water's underneath.
Well, yeah, obviously, of course it's underneath.
But then the gauge is above, so how does the gauge work?
It's probably got...
It's science.
I'm sure someone's going to let us know. Someone will know.
What was your theory? What was your theory going to be?
Well, I'm just thinking there's something, kind of, you know, like in a toilet where they have that floaty thing.
Yeah, but it's in the water, that's what I mean. Oh, you mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Science.
I must say though, it's only 11 o'clock in the morning. Look how calm. It's quite icy, but it's so pretty.
I'm not mad about the sun coming out.
No.
Like, it can come out and it can stay out. They are forecasting the possibility of snow later. I'd rather the sunshine, if I'm honest.
So we're here very early. Well, not very early, it's 11 o'clock. But we're here early before we get snowed in, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Also, more things we're noticing for the first time. Right next to the water tower, I think this is the Church of St Mary that sort of sits in the middle of Rye. Never ever seen that like gargoyle face on the back pieces before. It's kind of creepy looking. What's really funny is I always make Josh do walking shots. As you've probably noticed in our videos, I just made him do that one down the little street, which looked really nice, but it's cobbled and it's icy. I had to put my stabiliser body on.
And I had to put my stabiliser on as well, because I'm with the camera like, ooh, gonna break an ankle. Right, no pressure.
Are you ready to do your thing again? Because we've got a little pretty street that I need you to walk down.
It always makes me do this. Notice he never does this.
Right, hang on. Let me line up. 3, 2, 1, go.
Pretend like I'm not going to fall over. Pretend like I'm not going to fall over. Walk straight. Don't walk wonky. Don't fall over.
Nailed it. Well done. You are now a professional cobbled street walker.
Yes.
The one thing you do have to remember when you're wandering around Rye and these little tiny cobbled streets though is that they are actually working roads and there are cars coming up them, so when you're stopping for your Instagram like he's just made us do,
Don't know what you're talking about.
you do have to be aware that you can get run over, as well as break an ankle on the cobbles or slip on the ice. Stay full of hazards, living dangerously.
Sounds fun.
So this is the Mermaid Inn that Josh was talking about potentially getting a drink in later. Look how beautiful this timber frame pub is. Just noticed it says it was rebuilt in 1420, so dread to think when it was actually first built, but it just looks incredible. I'd like to see it in the summer when all the plants are out as well, because I think it looks even better, but it does say it's open, the bar and restaurant, to non-residents, so maybe we could pop in for a drink in a little while.
I mean, it'd be rude not to, really, wouldn't it?
We'll come back and see how busy it is, but at the moment, Mermaid Street is fairly quiet. It is easy to see why Mermaid Street is so popular, especially for Instagram.
Yeah.
It is just this beautiful cobbled street on a slight hill, and it's just lined with old timber framed buildings. And we noticed something else for the first time today. A lot of them have got unusual names. So the one directly opposite the Mermaid Inn is literally called the House Opposite. The one next door to that is called the House with the Secret Garden. And then when you walk down a little bit more, we've got one that's called the House with the Sea. And then next door to that, it's the House with Two Front Doors. They've all got weird, quirky little names, which we really appreciate. And I did just see, as we walked past the House with Two Front Doors, it says the building was built in circa 1520, which means it's really old, but they're not exactly sure how old. But
Just
it's about that old, yeah. Now the sight of this bell and the fact that all of the houses have still got their Christmas decorations outside, including their wreaths and everything, reminds me that last time we were here, we came for their annual Christmas festival.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Maybe we move that way before you get run over. No, that was really good. We missed it this year because we were otherwise engaged, and I don't think the weather was very good for it this year, unfortunately.
No, I think it was like heavy rain, gale force winds.
But it was kind of like this when we came, so... Oh. Told you, these cobbled streets are busy. But yeah, they had all sorts going on. They had like live music around the town. They had horse and carriage rides through the cobbled streets and everything. Yep. And our favourite bit was those Christmas pudding relay races at the end.
That was funny.
They were hilarious. Look at this, how unique and quirky that is. Everything's a different shape. Bits of it are all leaning different ways. It's all arching into the street one side and not the other.
I wonder if the inside are, because we've been to some like tea rooms where the floor is actually really uneven and
all
you're
wonky.
walking along like...
Yeah, and one beam's really low, the other one's really high, and they go different ways and different parts. I bet it is inside, it's got to be.
It's not suitable for me because one, I'm tall, and two, I'm accident prone. So.
But the character's incredible though.
Oh, good, yeah, yeah.
You wouldn't have it any other way. That's a traditional tea room if you're in one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, tea room.
Oh, cream and cream scone.
We've only just had coffee.
And?
We'll get lunch in a little while. Josh was just commenting on the size of this front door. You ain't getting through that.
I told you I was lanky. Shh, filming. Filming in progress.
And what I was about to say is they obviously knew we were coming to Rye today because they've rolled out the big guns, and they've rolled out quite a few big guns as well.
All different shapes and sizes.
And some balls.
Nice.
Obviously the cannon are right outside Rye Castle Museum. We have been in there before. I think it's only like a few pounds each to go in, something like a £5.
I was going to say 4, but now you said 5, that rings a bell, but I reckon about now it'll be about 6.
Oh, inflation.
Inflation and all that.
Definitely worth a little look around if you haven't been in there before.
Definitely.
We were disappointed though that you can't go right up to the top and stand on the tower.
Yeah.
But there is this little viewpoint that we've come to right next to the, I think they call this the gun garden, where all the cannons are. And it's got a nice little view down the river. And there's a little pub down here called the Rye Castle, a little wooden pub that looks really nice. Probably more appealing in the summer so that you can be out in the beer garden and take in the views.
It looked quite muddy at the moment, but summer's the one.
I don't think I'm going to convince him in his white shoes
No,
to
although
go
I do
down
have
there
a
in the
little
mud.
bit of mud on the front, which I do need to wipe off.
Oh, heavens above.
Although it's not nice having pure white shoes, they need to be a bit dirty.
Yeah, do you want to
Alright.
scuff them?
No, I do not want to scuff them. What time's lunch?
It's like an hour since we had coffee and a tea cake.
It's 20 to 12. My ADHD's kicking in. It's lunchtime.
Well, it's lunchtime in 20 minutes then. We just come to check the price of the castle and it is actually still £5. No
Although-
inflation here.
Jason's just noticed the church tower is open. Now he wants to do it, but I was like, do you remember how claustrophobic it was? We weren't wearing big puffy coats then. That's going to be really hard.
Ah, where's your sense of adventure?
But actually, if we go, the clock will struck in 15 minutes, and it's very loud, if I remember correctly.
And that will signal the start of lunchtime.
Come on then, let's do it.
So that is the church tower that we are about to climb, and then Josh has just noticed Simon the pie man has been eyeing up Simon's pies
No, I'm not.
right outside, possible for lunch.
Has potential.
It is the oldest tea room in Rye, apparently.
I'm sold.
As we step inside the Church of St Mary, we are greeted by the breathtaking stained glass windows and notice the giant clock pendulum swinging from the rafters, which forms part of the church's 16th century clock, one of the oldest functioning turret clocks in the country. But of course, the main attraction is that climb up the tower.
Right, here we go. We're at the bottom of the tower of the Church of St Mary's. First thing I'm going to do, because it does remind us that you shouldn't climb this if you're afraid of heights or enclosed spaces. It gets very tight up there, so you can have the backpack.
The most accident-prone person, you're me to carry it.
Absolutely, right, let's go. The trick now is to actually see if we can make it up to the bell room before they strike at 12.
We have 10 minutes.
We should do it unless we get stuck in one of these narrow passages.
A part of me, it feels like we should be in the bell room for it this time.
Didn't bring me earmuffs. Just look how narrow this passage is. My own voice is echoing in my ears. I might have to turn sideways. Oh my word. Oh, too much Christmas turkey, I think. Blimey, come on. You can't say that in a church. God bless you. If it's not bad enough that it's really narrow. Oh, they had steps in the mix at the end. Oh, it's all right. 10 minutes, plenty of time. Ooh. Mind your head. Mind everything. I forgot about these wooden ladders. It's like the Krypton factor. There's loads of different obstacles and everything you've got to go through to make it to the top.
Okay, so we've made it to the bell room. We have precisely, 4 minutes? And we're next to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big bells. This could be
There's
interesting.
more than that.
Is there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did I miscount that?
For some reason, Josh is suggesting Josh is suggesting we stay in the bell room for the bells to ring.
Well, last time we went up on the top, so it's only fair if we do it now in here. It's different.
Fair to who? It's not fair to my ears.
You guys might want to see it, I don't know.
What I didn't notice before though, literally in the room under the bells, they've got like the mechanical workings for the mechanical bell now, but they've also got the ropes for ringing the bells. Maybe these aren't the bells that ring. Maybe these bells only ring by the ropes, and the one that rings by the mechanical bell is a different bell.
I mean, we'll find out in a moment.
I guess we will. I've just noticed there's a little platform which is where Josh is now walking up to. So I was like, maybe we should go up there so we're not like immediately next to the bell, just in case. Is that a warning bell?
If it is, it's not in here.
Oh, it's probably a different church. Now we've got up here, I'm not sure this was a good idea.
Why?
Because this platform moves.
But it's fun. We've got precisely 1 minute. Hopefully, it's going to be really loud.
Oh yeah, great. Well, it may be a challenge to get up here, but the views are pretty cool when you get up here.
It is worth it.
You can literally do a full 360 around the town, see all the little streets you've just walked and everything. You can even see out to the sea. Bit nippy though.
Yeah, I won't be dipping in there.
I don't mean the sea, I mean up here, it's windy.
It is.
Well, what goes up must go down.
Oh, even the door's small.
Should be a bit quieter this time though. Not easier though.
Breathe in.
How do you live up here with those bells?
I don't know how he does that either.
Oh yeah, I forget you've got to go down backwards.
How could you forget?
Well, that experience probably isn't for everybody, but I think that is probably our favourite thing to do here in Rye.
It's fun. I think it's more fun, that's terrible English. Because we're in big puffy coats and we're trying to skimmy our way through. And
it's definitely a challenge, and it's just after the festive period, so you know, we've eaten quite a bit, makes it a bit more challenging. And I also apologise if I'm now shouting for the rest of the video because somebody made us stand in the bell room while they went off.
It was fun. I may have swore once or twice, maybe 10 times, but
we were literally stood there waiting for it, and even though we knew it was about to happen,
it still made us jump.
Yeah, don't know how I didn't drop the camera, to be honest. Anyway, the bells have signalled. It's time for lunch.
Damn.
His favourite time of the day after breakfast and before dinner.
We decided to give Simon the Pie Man a try for lunch, but don't let the name fool you. The menu, hardly a pie in sight. We went with a classic sandwich and a healthy smoothie, keeping it light and fresh. The sandwiches, solid choices, but that smoothie, well, let's just say we were shortly regretting that choice.
Well, we enjoyed our lunch, but we made a little bit of a mistake because we picked that smoothie thinking it'd be a little bit different to coffee, and it's made us cold.
I'm shivering. Should have went for the hot coffee.
So we're walking back up Mermaid Street uphill to warm up a little bit, and I think we're going to have to go and find ourselves another coffee now.
Although I will say, I had the coronation chicken and it was so good. It was very creamy, delicious. And you went for, what was it?
I went for getting off the cobbles because there's a van coming.
Hold that for me.
Yeah, egg and cress is what I had. I thought I'd try and be a little bit healthier, you know?
We both had brown bread.
We did.
We're healthy. 2025, new us.
New us. Let's go and get a coffee with loads of cream and stuff on it. Oh yeah. Oh, you're still recording.
Damn it.
Something else we just thought about as we were walking back past the Mermaid Inn as well is we haven't had chance to go and grab a drink in there today.
No, I'm gutted, but we want to come back and stay there.
Yeah, so our friends Jeremy and Kara from the Magic Geekdom stayed there the night because it's meant to be like one of the most haunted pubs in Britain. So if that's something you'd like to see us do, maybe leave us a comment and let us know that you'd want us to stay in with all the ghosties. Why do we do these things to ourselves?
I mean, the one in Nevada was really fun.
The food looks good here though. This is another pub we should definitely come and have a drink in at some point if we come and stay here for the night.
Yeah.
It says it's the oldest pub in Rye. It's called the Old Bell and it says circa 1390, so that's older than the Mermaid Inn. Oh. Or the rebuilt version of the Mermaid Inn. Probably not the entire Mermaid Inn. I'm going to shut up now. It's cold, let's go find a coffee.
Good plan.
So we know normally down this little alley called Needles Passage, we can normally get a decent coffee. Hopefully it's going to be open, because apparently it is the smallest cafe in the world.
Is it the world?
That's what it says on the sign.
I like that.
But one way or the other, their coffee was good last time.
It's open.
Oh, this is just what the doctor ordered. A nice hot coffee from the smallest cafe in the world. Smallest cafe in the world, possibly smallest prices in the world as well. £2.50 each.
£2.50. Now we always pay £3.70 to
well over £3.
£4 nearly.
Yeah, it's fresh bean to cup as well.
Yeah.
Like freshly made in front of you. That's a bargain.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. And speaking of cheers, actually, we walked past another pub that we'd like to go in.
Yes.
It's inside the old waterworks. It looks really quirky outside. There's like a big old water pump and stuff.
That's another place I feel like in summer will look absolutely stunning.
Yeah, we've definitely decided today we need to come back in summer. We need to stay at the Mermaid Inn. We need to try several of the pubs, and there's some really nice restaurants as well. Plus there's a nature reserve down the road, which is quite nice for an evening walk. Maybe not tonight though, because it'd be dark. So we've just had a look in the window of an estate agent, and there is a 2-bedroom cottage to rent on Mermaid Street itself, and it's a sign of the times when we can't decide whether the £1,500 a month rent is reasonable or not.
I think it is for the location. I was expecting a lot more, but I don't know.
I don't know. It is only 2-bedroom.
It is, but you're paying for the location.
You're also paying a £1,700 deposit and a £300 holding deposit, so the first month's going to cost you like £3.5 grand. And we're thinking, oh, maybe that's reasonable.
Well, that's fair, that's fair.
Even the train station here in Rye is a vibe. Look at that beautiful little old signal box. And no, I'm not becoming a train spotter.
No.
Now, if you've been watching the channel for a little while, you'll know that when we was on our way to the airport last September, our car blew up.
It did.
And it wasn't repairable.
Nope.
It would have needed a whole brand new engine. And a lot of you have asked us whether we've actually got a replacement car or not. This is the first adventure we've actually been on with our new car. So you've probably just guessed that, yes, we have got a new car. So let's show you quickly. This is our new whip, as Josh would say. It's a Dacia Duster, and it's in quite a unique green colour. It's actually referred to as khaki, but we're really happy with it. It's definitely an upgrade from the last car.
It's definitely an upgrade, and it's definitely a lot bigger.
We were really glad this morning though, because it's got heated seats.
Yes.
It's got heated rear windscreen.
Yes.
And it warms up a lot quicker being a new car.
Very quick.
We haven't named it yet, so any name suggestions, let us know in the comments, but I'm getting in because it's cold.
You can't get in because I'm not close enough to the car.
Oh no, it's an automatic open. Get closer to the car then.
It's a keyless car, so once I'm near it, it will unlock.
Well, can you hurry up and get near it?
There you go.
Oh, there we go. I can get in now. Oh, train. Maybe I am a train spotter. And this is inside our yet to be named new car. But we're pretty much done here in Rye. We're getting cold now. And there's quite a bit shut at the moment. Being the first weekend of the year, we've noticed a lot of places have gone off on their annual holidays, which we'll be doing very soon. Somewhere a little bit warmer.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
I hope so. Yeah. Anything's better than warmer than 0 degrees. So.
It is, but we've got a lot planned for this year already. It's going to be an incredible year. So this feels like a nice gentle way to start it off. We've got some other videos from this area as well. If you want to see what Rye's like at Christmas, then we'll leave that video on the screen, as well as some more from 1066 country. This is 1066 country, so we've done a few videos from around here, but don't forget to explore more and regret less this year. That is our mantra for 2025. Don't forget to subscribe as well. A lot of you aren't subscribed, and I don't think people often realise they're not subscribed on YouTube, so hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time, hopefully with the sunshine and some warmth.
Hopefully.
Maybe.